Creations. This is episode 181. If you haven't already, I say this every week, but if you haven't already, please click the little red subscribe button down below and the little bell icon next to it. If you click that, that will give you notifications anytime I post a video, which has been a lot lately. Normally it's just Monday or Saturday and Wednesday. But yeah, lately it's been at least 3 times a week and sometimes more. So I feel like I could stay awake forever right now. I'm like so much energy going on. I overdid it on the caffeine this morning. I have a little French press that I use for making my loose tea, and I accidentally doubled the amount of, or maybe even tripled the amount of tea that I put into it. I had to water it down. It was like you could have stuck a spoon up in it. It was that strong. I mean, I like strong tea, but this was like bing, really, really waking me up. So I ended up putting it looked like it was in a big gulp. It was in a container about like this, full of hot tea that was still very strong and could have been watered down. So I'm like lit up on caffeine. Yes, so if I talk a little fast, that's why. Yeah, anyway, I should put this energy into cleaning my house. Or not. I don't know. We'll get there. But anyway, let's get started. I have some finished objects. I finished some masks, which I probably will not show you because by the time this goes up, it will already have been donated. So, yes, I finished some more masks, and I love my new sewing machine. It is so much nicer. My old one, I literally was having to pull the material through the feed for the needle. And yeah, the little creepy things underneath the needle that make the material go through weren't working real great, and it was knotting up. And now it's a pleasure to sew. It actually works when I hit the pedal. It doesn't sit there and scream and squeal at me. So yeah, so I'm able to make these masks pretty quick. However, the elastic that I ordered is being delayed. I might end up canceling that order. Because by the time it comes in, we might not need them anymore. Who knows how long they're going to delay it. But my supervisor, who you will see, I think she was in last week's video, she's made over, I think she said 1,500 masks now. She told me about using these. These are scrunchies for your hair. I ran across at a sale. We went grocery shopping yesterday, and we go to a scratch and dent place. And they had 60 elastics for your hair for 75 cents, a little over a penny a piece. So I grabbed it because I knew I don't really have enough material to make more than 60 masks. That's what I've got at my house. So, like I said, I might be canceling the elastic order and just using this instead. But yeah, so I've got my work cut out for me in the next week or two. So got that. And now let's move to the works in progress. I've been a little busy this week. I did not do anything on my granny stripe blanket. I thought I had, but I've looked at it and it doesn't look like I've done anything, so I don't think I did. I've kind of lost track. I've been working on so many different things, and I've had some meetings, and I've been knitting or crocheting or something during the meeting, and I thought I had done it, but I'm looking at it. It doesn't look like I've done anything since last week. So I did work, however, on redoing the Advent calendar. Started out as a shawl and is turning into an infinity scarf. So it's going to have 4 sections that get repeated 6 times. So you'll have 24 by the time you finish, and it's based on a 10-gram ball of yarn. So we have our first section here, and then the second section. I love this stitch, and it's funny, this is knitted, but on the back here, it reminds me of double crochet. So it looks like the double crochet stitch. It's not, but it looks like it. And then up here is another stitch, which is not showing up real well, but it's called a blueberry stitch. And then up here, this is called a bamboo stitch, which is a more lacy open. So I'm just going to be working my way through these 4 patterns And this is the ball of yarn that I am getting ready to start on my next section with. And it's pink, pinkish purple. So that is project number 1. Project number 2 is my sweater. And this is from Annie's. This is from Annie's craft store. It's called the Chamomile Tea. It's from Lena Svaggerson. I finally said it. After 3 weeks, I've been able to say this and not stumble completely over it. But here is a picture of it. And I just thought it was pretty because it's just very delicate. And I like the detailing at the neck where it's just slightly a little gathered to give it a little bit of a fullness across the chest. And it's knit from the bottom up. So since last week, here's my marker. I have done this green section since last week. So there it is. Curling up. I still haven't decided if I like these dropped stitches, which is funny because if you saw my NIC Crate video that went up yesterday, the knitted pattern that they are showing this month is actually the knitted and the crocheted pattern are a type of a top, and the knitted one has a whole bunch of drop stitches in it, which is what would make me hesitate whether I would really want to do it or not, because I'm not a big fan of the dropped stitches. But anyway, there they are. I just think they look puckery. I don't know. I hope they block out because I'm just not a huge fan over it. So anyway, this is coming along nice. It is really, really soft. So I think it'll be perfect. It's a lightweight, but it's really soft. It's an acrylic, but it does have a little bit of wool in it. And a special thank you to one of the viewers. I had questioned what the content, the fiber content in here is, because one of the fiber contents in this says just Lincoln. And I was like, I think that's a type of a sheep. And she confirmed it and said, yes, it is definitely a type of sheep. So, that is known for its luxurious coat. So all of this stuff that I kept thinking was Angora or something, it has like some long hairs that hang in it, almost like a mohair or something. I kept thinking it was my hair, and I kept trying to pull it out and then realized that, no, it's supposed to be there. So anyway, that apparently is what the Lincoln is. So, and that's probably what's contributing to the softness as well. So anyway, really happy with this. It's going to turn out to be kind of looking at the way it's working, it's going to be a striped sweater. So we're supposed to get rain today, which is, if this looks a little dark in the background, that would be why. My next project that I am working on is my crochet, and this I've been giving a lot of love this week. I've been working on this because I like the feel of this yarn. It's 100% alpaca. I'm real happy with how it's turning out. This is a pattern from NIC Crate, and I kind of modified it. I finally just looked at the pattern and kind of guessed what was going on. And so it is a capelet, and you can see it's knit crocheted from the top down. So last week I was right here. So I've done this section down to here this week. And see if I can hold this so you can kind of see what it looks like. The sides have like a gusset here, which is double crocheted. You can see it, that triangular look, that's the gusset, which will go on the sides here. It makes it so it flares out. And then this is kind of a shell stitch. So I really like it. It almost identically matches. Look at that. It's almost a perfect match for the sweater that I am wearing. Obviously, I like rust color, so yeah, that's funny. It's almost an exact match. I could just wear it like this and I've got a collar. Anyway, yeah, I've been working on this. Can you tell I've had too much caffeine? So, yeah, So anyway, I'm enjoying that, and I like it because I like the feel of the yarn. It's just, you just feel like squeezing it while you're knitting, I keep saying knitting, but you just feel like you just want to squish it while you're crocheting it. It's just so nice to work with. It just feels so good in your hands. And that makes a lot of difference. The yarn quality that you're working with a lot of times, yeah, makes a big difference. Then I've also been working on my Find Your Fade, and since last week, there we go. Last week I had just started into this kind of fuchsia color pink, and I've gone all the way up here. I'm getting ready to do the lacy section right here. Gets repeated here. There's a lot of repeats. It kind of goes through the striping section to a solid section to a lacy section. But the unique thing with this pattern is it kind of changes the direction as you go. So right now, both sides are even, and this does get turned sideways this way. It's not this direction. Otherwise, it'd be a very, very narrow shawl. So it runs sideways this way. But after a while, it kind of changes directions. I don't know how to describe it, but you'll see it as I go along. So I am still, of course, working in the fuchsia colored yarn. Now it's time to check out what you all have been working on this week. Now I have only one acquisition this week, and if you saw yesterday's NIC Crate video, you saw what I got. I got this gorgeous purple yarn with silver sparklies in it, and it is 70% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 10% stellina. It's a sport weight, and there's a total of 600 yards, so 300 yards per skein. The patterns this month were sent digitally to us, and they are two like t-shirt things. If you missed the video, you can click the link right over here, and that will take you to it, and you can see what the patterns are. There was two like cover-ups or tees, and one for knit, one for crochet, and then there was two sock patterns, one for knit and one for crochet. So yeah, if you want to check out that video, you can do that. Wait till you finish this episode though first. Then you can go look at it. So anyway, that was my NIC Crate box. Now I haven't updated my Etsy shop for a while because I have not been able to send anything through the mail because I didn't have the great big package envelopes that I mail them out in. But we went grocery shopping for the month. We go once a month. We went the other day and I was able to get some. So I also was able to get some ribbon to finish off all those project bags I showed a while back. So I am going to insert all of those project bags, and they are now all currently up for sale in my Etsy shop. The link is down below. If you're interested in any of them, you can go over there and check them out. I also have yarn for sale over there. It is hand dyed. So that's for sale too. And yeah, so let me insert all that footage. The first bag that I have is this one. And these are all reversible, and this is what the inside looks like, or the outside, depending on whether you flip it inside out or not. Like I said, they are reversible. They're all drawstring. And these are heavier than a cotton. These are actually made with like an upholstery material, so they're a heavier weight. This one's my favorite. And it has little beads. And the inside is a paisley pattern here, and then it's just a cream here. This one's my favorite though. And then there's this one, which is a brown. And the inside looks like this. And here is the next one. And that is the inside. And then there's this one. And that is the inside. And then the last one, this is the outside. This is kind of a greenish gray color, and it has the same greenish gray color down in here. And then the inside, I think, is very springish. Or if, like I said, you can reverse them, for instance, flip it inside out. And now that's the outside. So yes, they are reversible, and the drawstring just pops right through either direction. There's a little slit, so you can pop it through the other way. Easier said than done, but it does actually work. There you go. And now it's reversible on this side. So those are the bags. They are in the shop, ready for sale. And yeah, there they are. Now it's time for... Now in our Come and Get It section this week, it's going to be a little slim pickings because a lot of places are just not running that many sales right now because they don't have the staff to manage the sale. So, but there is a really good sale running over at Annie's. If you saw the flash sale yesterday that I advertised, I told you in that video that there was another one coming today. So it runs for today only, which is April 25th, 2020. So it's only good for one day. It is 25% off your entire purchase. That's a really good sale. 25% off your entire purchase. You do need to use a coupon code CHEERS. So, yeah, the link, like I said, to all these sales, to the Etsy shop, everything are down below in the description box. You click on that link, it should take you right over there. So that is what's going on at Annie's. Now, consumer crafts, just if you've got little people hanging around the house and you don't know quite what to do with them, I was looking around. They do have a kids craft area. Now, consumer crafts, I always get my cotton yarn like for dishcloths and stuff there because it's always the same price. It's $1.97 for the Lily Sugar and Cream. But other than that, a lot of stuff they sell is like paper goods. These type of books, they sell those. I bought several of them. I bought several from them. So they sell that. They do sell some yarn, but I don't see that, other than their Lily Sugar and Cream, I don't see that their prices are that great on the yarn, other than the Lily Sugar and Cream. But they do have a kids craft section. So if you're looking for things for your little people to do to keep them occupied, you can go check that out. They do have a kids craft area. NIC Crate, as I said yesterday and have been sharing with you guys, you can try your first box for $5. If you don't like it, you can cancel afterwards. Just make sure you cancel before the first of the month. Otherwise, they will start charging you because it charges on the first of the month. The box normally runs $24.99. And May's box is going to be undyed yarn with some Kool-Aid packets, and they are going to show you how to dye the yarn. So you can actually, if you ever wanted to experiment with dyeing, you could do so, and it'll only cost you $5 to do it. So anyway, that is a good deal over at NIC Crate. Leisure Arts, I've been snuggling with my little cozy memory blanket this week. In fact, the dog and I were both cuddling in it this morning because apparently she's needed a lot of mommy time lately. So I thought I would share some patterns that they have got over there for Afghans. So in Leisure Arts, they have Cozy Comfort Afghans, which is a crocheted book of Afghans. It's $7.99 for the download, and there are 6 Afghan patterns in there. Then in their knitted section, they have Chunky Home Decor, and it's all done with chunky or bulky yarn. It's only $4.99, and there are 11 projects in there. They are not all Afghans. I don't know if any of them are Afghans. I thought they were. I thought there were some Afghans. Anyway, there's some chunky home decor in there that you can make. And then Lion Brand, they're not running any big sale right now. I haven't seen a whole lot of sales going on with Lion Brand. Again, I think it's because they are just limited in the staff that is actually in the building working, so that because of the social distancing and all that type of thing. So I don't think physically they're able to handle, a big onslaught of people rushing in to grab a sale. So anyway, but they are highlighting mandala yarn right now, and they are showing some patterns and things like that using mandala yarn. So if you want to go over and check out Lion Brand, that's also down in the link down below. So that is it for this week. Don't forget to tune in Wednesday for the video. I'm not sure what I'm going to be talking about yet. Yeah, there will be something on Wednesday to watch, so tune in Wednesday. And then Thursday, of course, will be my Cyber Fiber vlog number 6. So if you've missed any of the other previous ones, I've been posting it every Thursday for the last 5 weeks of what I'm hanging out doing during the week. It's just total randomness, but yeah, you get to kind of see the real me a little bit, sort of, without makeup. Yeah, anyway, yeah, it's scary, but somebody's got to do it. So that's it for this week. Thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later. Stay safe.